Hey guys, so I'm back, and I know I do these videos too far and in between, but here I am. I try to come in and do this as frequently as possible. I am making an effort to do it more often, and so shall it be? So moving past that, let's talk about our sacral chakra. Now, first of all, I'm just pointing this out because it takes people about 3 weeks to notice that I cut all my hair off. So let's just move past that awkward phase. And let's talk about our sacral chakra. So I, of course, have my notes because there's such important details that I don't want to leave out. For those of you who don't know me or have never really watched one of my videos, maybe you're new on my page. My name is Sierra. I own a company, Holistically Attuned. You can see a lot of my merchandise on holisticallyattuned.com. And you know, I really just try to share this spiritual experience with you all. And I feel like that's very important because we all start our spiritual experience at different times. We are all on different levels. With that being said, nobody knows everything. And sometimes when we're just starting out, we just need that one resource that kind of breaks things down. And so this is broken down on a very fundamental level. It gives you the basis of what it is to be balanced with your sacral chakra. I'll mention to you some essential oils and crystals that you can work with in order to balance your chakra. Other than that, we'll just dive right into it. So what I really want to say about the sacral chakra, and this is a very important chakra that you should all be very attuned to. This is your second chakra, right? So we've already worked on our first, or your third, I'm sorry, because I started with the Earth Star chakra. So that is 6 inches below our feet at all times. It connects us to our ancestral roots. It helps us to get grounded and really know who we are from our ancestors, right? And then we move into the Root Chakra, which is our firm foundation. It is who we are on a fundamental level. It is our basic needs. It is our sense of security. It is, you know, us being grounded, being grateful, that kind of stuff. And then we come here to our sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra is all about our desires, our wants, our sexuality, our sensuality, our creativity, our motivation. It's those subconscious wants, the things that you really don't want to tell other people that you want. Maybe you have a little embarrassment or fear of judgment. It's that kind of stuff. That is all regulated in our sacral chakra, okay? Our sacral chakra physically, when out of balance, we feel that like really in our lower back. It rules over our sexual organs, our, ovaries, testes. It's located behind and below the navel, so right in that region. It's not, if your root is at the base of your spine, go up from there, below your navel, your sacral's in there, like the womb area for you women. That's where you'll find your sacral chakra, okay? It resonates with the color orange, you guessed it. And that's what its function is. So when it's out of balance physically, we feel it like low back pain. It is in charge of our emotional stability. So when you're saying like somebody's too emotional, that's probably because one of the factors is their sacral chakra is out of whack. When people are sexually addictive, Those are signs that your sacral chakra might be too open, because there's too open, there's blocked, and then there's that consistent flow. And you want that consistent flow because that consistent flow regulates the energy, the creative energy that flows through you, the sexual energy that flows through you, the desirable energy that is going to allow you to go after your wants. But we'll get to that in your solar plexus, right? Because that's our confidence. But think of this as your stepping stone to that confidence. Once you recognize what your true wants and desires are, and you're able to do that without shame or fear of judgment, then you can then have that sense of confidence to go after it. So that's basically the sacral chakra in a nutshell. Let's see what I missed, because all that was just from here. That was me freestyling. So let's see. We talked about the color, location. Associated endocrine glands is the adrenal gland, which is in charge of your metabolism, which makes sense, right? Because if we're talking about things up and going, then having this chakra open would motivate you to have things up and going, not just at a great pace with your metabolism, but with your life, right? So that makes a lot of sense. And then the immune system. Main issue, emotional imbalance. We covered that. So we said what it was associated with. I hope you guys caught on to that and took notes, because it's important. So when it's balanced, you have that higher self-esteem. You have that healthy sexual relationships, right? Not the too much sexuality or and you guys don't go overboard, okay? Don't hop on here and start haggling me about what too much sexuality is. Sexuality is individualized to you and yourself and who you are. You be just as sexual as you want. But when you have that fear of, I don't know, maybe the creative sexual nature with your partner discussing your fantasies, then maybe that's your sign that you have some blockages in your sacral chakra. So healthy sexual lifestyle. I guess that's about as politically correct as I could say it. So yes. And then, I found this to be interesting. When it is too open, people tend to experience manipulative behavior. So keep that in mind when you're working with other people. Let's see. So when it is balanced, you have loss or free from blockages of ego, control issues. You have an increased ability to problem solve, because now your creative juices are flowing. Your intuitive ideas are flowing. You're grounded and you're confident in trusting those sporadic inspirational aha moments, right? So it regulates and controls emotional impulses. So now let's talk about no, I don't want to talk about the crystals yet. Why it is important to heal your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is the vortex of your desires. If the energy is blocked, it is hard for one to truly identify with self. Let that sink in. You start to feel stagnant, unmotivated, indecisive. By bringing this chakra into balance, you restore vitality, passion, sensuality, and creativity back into yourself. The chakra is important for maintaining constant positive energy flow in yourself and work fields. You guys, this was written by yours truly, by the way. I have a way with words. Balancing this chakra makes one more self-aware. Let's just sidetrack and talk about self-awareness and putting all of this energy into yourself. All of that resonates with self-love, right? And so I know in today's society, it's really hard at times to be a part of this self-love movement. You should be able to look at yourself in the mirror and think that you're beautiful regardless of what anybody thinks. You should be able to know that, you know, you were created how you're supposed to be. And nobody else's opinion can or should diminish your light and your drive, creativity, motivation, inspiration, all of that. Everything that makes you unique to who you are, nobody should be able to take that away from you. Okay, so that's just a moment for you guys to really understand how important self-love is in this chakra, as well as all the other chakras mentioned, because if you don't love yourself, it's going to be hard for you to establish any kind of foundation and expect other people to love you. You won't be able to properly receive love if you don't love yourself. And these are questions that you should be asking yourself on a daily basis. Like, is it better to give or receive? Am I, because, I don't know, maybe your confidence is low, you can't even accept a simple compliment. Like, you look nice today. Sometimes you might feel you have to counteract that with, oh, I didn't draw on my eyebrows, which I didn't. You don't have to do that, because then you make other people feel uncomfortable. They paid you a compliment, say thank you. Don't deny them of their joy of sharing their happiness and content to the world. Don't deny them of that. Accept the compliment, move on, love yourself, okay? That's just my little PSA on self-love. And you will find out that you will truly, truly enjoy your life 100% more if you invest all that other energy that you spend getting other people to try to love you and see you a certain type of way. If you put that energy into you loving you and seeing yourself a certain type of way. Because if you feel it and you know it and you do it and you live it, nobody else can tell you anything different. And that's the God's honest truth. So I don't have time to let that sink in. You guys will have to pause it and let that one sink in, okay? So I want to move on to crystals. Know that the crystals that I show you guys all have different healing functions, but they work well with this chakra because when it comes to common grounds, they're all invested in motivation, creativity, sexuality, vitality, balancing your emotions, grounding you, which balances your emotions, all that good stuff, okay? So if I don't go into extreme depth, or if you want to know more, you can always go to the website, holisticallyattuned.com. There's paragraphs of information on these separate crystals. And I wanted to point out that, yes, I have my fancy Sacral Candle here, but any candle will work. When you are meditating to balance your chakra, light a candle as long as it's orange. You can, if this makes you feel good, go get this candle. These are sold at like Cardina's. You can get some at the 99-cent store, Target. They're like $1.50 or something like that, $1.25. And then look, this is small. It works just as well. Go to 99-cent store, get you an orange candle, okay? As far as essential oils go, jasmine, sandalwood, those are all really great essential oils to have. So let's go on and look at our crystals. Let's see, where do I want to start? So this is Tiger's Eye. So this is the rough version, the raw. It's a nice little chunk here. And again, anything you see, if you like it, it's available on the website. Except for this. This one's mine. This is just a palm stone. But Tiger's Eye is a very good protective stone. It's a very good balancing stone. It restores your feelings of courage, luck, all that stuff. It is very grounding, this little heart, because we're talking about self-love. So it's always good if you're meditating on your chakra, you're trying to find self-love. If you can get you a little heart crystal, it's nice to have. Not necessary, but it's nice, okay? In the last video, I think I showed you guys my huge carnelian, but carnelian, these are my smaller ones. This is the, raw version, rough. See how beautiful that is? I love it. And tumbled. These are good for getting your sexual energies flowing. I just thought I would throw that out there for whoever needed to catch it. It's out there. Okay. It's also good for creativity and motivation. Again, they all have the common function, so please feel free to use them for any of those reasons. Okay. This is a honey orange calcite, if you guys can see that, and increases motivation. It energizes, assists in innovative ideas, helps you identify those divinely guided sparks of inspiration. Let me turn that off, somebody's calling. So that's that. And then this is just a rough orange calcite, which is very pretty as well. There you go. Citrine is good. Isn't she pretty? And this is a tumbled version. Can I tell you guys something? And this is a chunk. Now, you can find citrine in all colors. Even here, when you look at this tumbled one and it's like almost clear, this is an actual color of citrine, okay? It's not always going to be dark. I happen to think these dark ones are beautiful. I love the color, but these tend to be heat treated to make them darker. I still have some. I still love them. I still use them. I don't feel like the healing property is any less, but you know. And then when I'm working on the chakras, or if I'm doing Reiki healing for people, I have these candle holders. So this is the orange calcite candle holder. You just pop a tea light in there and you burn that, and you can meditate using that, okay? Let's see. This is bronzite. Look at how pretty that is. This is protective and grounding, provides courage, increases harmony, encourages you to take action, and helps to dispel insecurities. I didn't bring my fire quartz, but it helps past hurts and removes negative energies associated with those past hurts, and it's also grounding. Goldstone. How pretty is Goldstone, guys? See all those gold specks? Okay, so this promotes vitality, courage, increases physical energy, and positive energy flow. This is the stone of perception and knowledge, also the stone of ambition. Now I'm going to show you Sunstone and the rough and the tumbled version so you guys can see those good. So this is like a rough form, and then this is tumbled. So you can still see it. It's just a little bit lighter in some areas. And this allows you your real self to shine through. Again, it increases vitality, restores balance between adulting and having fun. How many of us need that balance? All of us. But don't get me started on that. That's a whole different subject, right? Because now we're talking about what the true meaning of happiness is, and the pursuit of happiness, and money versus time, all that good stuff. So that's a different subject. Oh, look. And then I also brought my orange calcite heart shape because I thought that was dope. So I think that is pretty much everything. If you wanted to look into some affirmations, it's along the lines of, I am everything that I need to be. I am loved. I am motivated. I am creative beyond my wildest dreams. I am Black girl magic personified. Whatever makes you feel happy. I am an amazing spiritual worker, and I provide the utmost spiritual guidance to those in need. It's you providing self-love to yourself. I am sexy. I am desirable. Anything like that. That's all you. Those are all your affirmations. You guys should journal on that and write some down or Google some. Herbs. Now, y'all know I love herbs. Y'all probably think I'm all over the place because I'm into everything, but let me let you in on a little secret. Everything is connected. When you're talking about holistic healing, you're talking about healing as a whole and using all available resources. So, dandelion is good. What else did I see? Chamomile. I'll have to look up some more. Make you an herbal tea. Let's see. I had some written down. Sierra, you're tripping. Where'd you put them? Spices, cinnamon, vanilla. Of course, because cinnamon is all sexy and spicy and it spices things up. Calendula, fennel, licorice. So, make a tea. Sprinkle some cinnamon on your oatmeal when you stir it clockwise. Just remind yourself how healthy and beautiful and loved and supported you are. Talk to yourself daily. Let's see. Is there anything else that I want to add for the sacral? No. Recap. Wants and desires. The law of attraction says if you put it out there, the universe will give it back to you. Think of your thoughts. This is a fire agate. Nope, I'm lying. This is carnelian. So sometimes it's okay to wear your healing crystals. I wear mine in bracelets, right? So you have your clear quartz, which is the master healer on here. So it amplifies the healing properties of everything. When you look over here, this is a turquoise and a cracked quartz. And then here I have azurite and onyx. So figure out creative ways to keep crystals with you so that you can enjoy the healing properties associated with them. And I think that's everything, guys. Bye.